I'm filming this for the 5th time because Paul keeps changing shit on me. Hey guys, it's Tom. Welcome back to Liquidation Motivation. This video is going to be about the good, the bad, and the ugly. A lot of bad things happening out there in the industry of the liquidation and the bin store industry. Listen, if you follow and watch this all the way to the end and then put a comment in the comments section, I'm giving somebody away. I'm going to do it live in my next video. I'm giving somebody a pair of AirPod Pros 2 next time, and I'm going to ship them out to you for free. So watch this video. You also, listen, if you're going to ASD, meet up with me and Paul, right? We're going to be shooting a video there. And if you want to promote your business on Liquidation Motivation, the most popular liquidation channel on the market, come see us there and we'll help out your business too. All right, guys, it's about that time again. ASD is coming up, the 3rd through the 6th, I believe, in Las Vegas. And there's been a lot of chatter of people. Listen, I won way more than this last time I was in Vegas, so it was a great time for me. I had that was the most I ever won in my life. So I'm gonna try not to gamble that much this year, but who knows, who knows. But ASD is coming up. I've seen a lot of chatter on the internet about people saying, should I go, should I not go? You know, one of these big contract holders put on there saying it's a waste of frickin' time. And I'm saying to you that that guy is wrong. That guy is wrong. You need to go to ASD. If you're 99% of this business, you know, if you're a small person, if you're a single store owner, if you got a couple stores, no matter what you are in this business, if you're a pallet salesperson, the connections you make at these trade shows can change your life, can change your business. You're gonna go there, you're gonna go to the show, you're gonna talk to all the vendors at the show. Whatnot was there last time, they're probably gonna be there again. You know, and then you're gonna go to the meetups. Go to the meetups and build relationships with people. All you're looking for in this show is to find one person that has loads that can change your life, okay? That's in your area that can change your life. And that's my goal every time I go to ASD, every time I go to a trade show, find somebody that's gonna change my business, you know? I mean, currently I have like 5 or 6 different loads coming in from different organizations, different groups, you know, that bring my profit margin to the level that I need to be at in order to pay all the employees, to pay this warehouse space. But where did I find them all at? Every single one of them came from these trade shows. So you're crazy not to go to these trade shows. There's a guy on the Liquidation Truckload page saying, oh, you don't need to go there, you just need to use the internet. Bullshit, bullshit. You gotta go to these shows, you gotta talk to people, you gotta build these relationships, and what's better than sitting around having a beer with somebody, finding out that they got a liquidation warehouse in, let's say, Indiana, where they're selling loads at $6,000. And you know you've been buying them from these brokers for $7,500 all along, right? So they're making their money, sending it to you. Now you're getting loads at a cheaper value, cheaper price, better deal. Build the relationships, go to ASD. I'm gonna be at ASD. Guys, meet me at ASD. I'm gonna be at all the meetups. Come up to me, talk to me. Let's talk about a way that I can help you out. I can help you make more money. If I know where loads are coming from, I'll tell you where to get them. I'll tell you where to get them and not use the brokers, guys, not use the brokers. But for anybody to say don't go to ASD is crazy, especially when they say I haven't been in 10 years, so it's not worth it. Bullshit. Every trip I go to, I find at least 1, 2 people that can change my business and add another additional stream of revenue. Got some crappy loads lately, and I just want to put the warning out there, guys. The good, the bad, the ugly of liquidation, man. There are so many processed loads out there that it's crazy, and it's ruining this business. It's ruining this industry. Too many people are selling loads as being unprocessed, and yet they come in processed. Be careful. If you're buying loads from an auction company, what do you think they're doing with the loads? What do you think they're doing? I kind of got in trouble. I had a friend up in New Jersey. I got him a load. I told him what it was. We sent him the load, and it was crap. It was crap. I made a measly $250 on this load. And then I had to deal with 3 weeks worth of hell to fix it for him. Finally, I got the vendor to give a full refund on the load. We shipped the load back out, but I should never have gone through that. I made a mistake. And what did I learn from my mistake is every load that you buy, listen, if you're spending $10,000 on a load, ask them to send you pictures of the actual load. It's so stupid and simple. I don't know why I didn't do it myself. I had a guy that I trusted, said he had an Amazon monster load, Amazon medium monster load, right? I called my guy, sent it out to my guy, got shipped there, and he's like, Tom, there's no way this is Amazon monster. This is garbage. This is garbage. And what I found out is that they were pulling all the auction stuff out, the good stuff, and then repalletizing and selling the crap. It should have been a $3,000 load. It would have been a decent deal for $3,000, but they're selling it for $10,000 and not telling everybody what they were. And that's disheartening. That's a disservice to this business. But I see it everywhere. I see it with LPN. I see it with FC. I know people that sell processed FC load, but at least if they sell processed, they tell you they sell processed, and then you can buy it accordingly, right? I think a 4-foot processed FC load should be around $6,000. I see them sometimes for that. I got a lot of people selling for $7,500, $8,000, $9,000. I just don't like that price. I don't like that, the value. The volume is just not there, and all the value is taken out. Make sure when you buy the next load, you know if they're processed, you know if they're not. Ask them. Look at the boxes. I know there's people selling coffin boxes that are processed, and they're not telling people that. Everything has got to be on the forefront when you're buying these loads. There's people being dishonest out there. You got to weed through those people and figure out who the good people and the bad people are, guys. Who the good people. Make sure the Amazon tape's on it. Make sure it's sealed. Make sure it's not open. Make sure they got Amazon stickers on them, guys. Watch out for processed loads. They're ruining this frickin' industry. I got my bins ready to go, Paul. So the bins are ready to go. Our load is late getting here. So tomorrow morning is my opening day at my bin store here in the mall, and the load's not in yet, and it's now 5 o'clock. So, I'm hoping it gets here. It should be here within the next half hour, and then we're gonna just all hands on deck. All 10 of us are gonna get in here, fill these bins up, run it down to the bin store, get it ready for tomorrow. But I'm telling you, I have figured out the right process, at least the right process for me. So, I changed to 12, 10, 7, 5, 3, 1, 50 cents. I'm mixing LPN with FC, and I am making more money than I ever had in my bin stores. This is the perfect mix. It's exactly where I recommend everybody be now. Everybody has different ideas of what to do things. Obviously, don't leave your junk in the bins and keep them in there for the next week. I hate it when people do that. They come to me and say they're struggling. They come to me and, they might fill the bins up this high. I fill my bins up like this. Fill them right full, guys. The bin store we bought in Georgia, they only filled the bins this high and then complained they couldn't make any money, right? And then they nicely organized everything, complained they couldn't make any money. Put in a quarter of a load and then they said they couldn't make any money. Fill your frickin' bins up. There's plenty of buyers out there. If you don't have buyers, you're not doing your marketing right. Because everybody loves bin stores. There's plenty of customers that will go through those bins. And when you're, we do a lot of FC in our bins. So when you're averaging 80 cents an item on FC, who cares what day it sells for? Who cares? As long as it sells, as long as you give people the option to buy it, fill them up to the top, get rid of your leftovers at the end of the week, mix FC with LPN because the LPN will help you out on the higher dollar days. The FC will be at better. There's stores that just do LPN and I think they're crazy. They're crazy. I mean, between my, in my bigger store, between my dollar day and my 50-cent day, between the lower dollar days, we're making an extra $10,000, $15,000. It's the magic sauce that works for bin stores. I see a lot of people going out of business in bin stores. Why are they going out of business? I'm saying they're not doing the marketing right. They are not filling their bins up. They can't take full truckloads, right? If you're a bin store and you can only go, I supply a lot of bin stores in my area with 6 or 8 or 10 pallets a week, 12 pallets a week. Man, you got to be able to buy truckloads and get them direct shipped so you're not having to worry about, people picking through stuff and that, but fill your bins up, fix your pricing strategy, give the customers as much inventory as they can take because they will buy it. I promise you, they will buy it. The minute we switched over to this process, our sales have doubled, literally doubled. And my costs are not a lot. My rent's pretty cheap. The bins, you know, I bought the bins used. Everything is cheap. Everything is cheap, and we're making good money there, guys. Please follow that process. If you're failing in the bin store, follow that process. Find ways to buy truckloads. Find a good, reliable place close to you that you can get loads from, save on shipping. You know, and if you need any help with that, guys, you can always text me. You can always text me at 315-778-8744. Or you know what better? You can come meet me at ASD.
Quick question, why do we wait on inventory? Should we have 2 weeks in advance?
I agree with that. You should always have your next week's load in stock this week, guys. You know, inventory has been really, really tight on the market lately. I have 2 deals. I have 2 FC deals. Currently get everything from these companies. Now, one of them hasn't brought me any truckloads in 3 weeks. So, and the second one is bringing me 1 truckload every 2 weeks. Fortunately, that truckload will last me a couple weeks, and I haven't been able to get them. I don't know if anybody else is feeling an inventory crunch out there, but I'm feeling it right now. You know, and I've been doing this for a long time, and I still haven't figured out the right inventory mix. I have the deals in place. I'm just not getting the inventory. I don't know if it's because it's a slow time of year. You know, it's summertime. I know they just said Prime Days came out, so the inventory was supposed to spike up. But, you know, I got a load coming in today. It'll last me 2 weeks. You gotta try to be ahead of the inventory. A lot of people fail because, you know, the truth is, this load coming in today, I called my vendor today. He's like, yeah, the load will be here at 4, we'll ship it tomorrow morning. I'm like, no, I need it today. I can't do it tomorrow morning. You know, I was that close to not being able to open on my opening day here in the mall, here in the bin store. Fortunately, Georgia's all set. We got plenty of inventory up there. You know, I almost messed up this week of inventory. Hopefully things open up and get available again, because when I get it in stock, people come in and buy pallets, people come in and, you know, supply their stores, supply their flea markets, supply everything. And that's how I like to be, way ahead. I mean, I have a lot of stuff in stock. I have clothing in stock, I got shoes in stock, I got Amazon Monster pallets in stock, I got CVS in stock, I got food pallets in stock. I just brought in some food pallets, guys, you know. I paid like $2.30 a pallet for the food. I'm gonna try to resell them to local vendors for $3.50. So that means on a truckload, I'm gonna make, you know, almost $3,000 on a truckload of just the food pallets. So I'm gonna see how that works out. When I have them in stock, people come and buy them. It's no problem. And they're cheap enough for people to make money. You know, they're 4 foot tall and they're filled with food. They like them, vendors like them, flea market people like them. So I have those in stock. You know, I am just always trying to get new inventory. I'm looking for Target, guys. You know, I'm looking for like Target high piece count pallets. I have a couple people selling them around me, and they're selling them for cheaper than what I find I can buy them. So I'm really not sure where I need to get them at, who has the contract. Anybody got that information and they want to reach out to me, I appreciate it. I'm looking for Target to bring that into. Got to get ahead of your inventory. You got to fight. You got to battle. You got to talk to 100 people. And that's the thing, like every week, I ask probably 50 people how much a load is, and don't respond back. It's just too much. You know, I don't have enough time to have a whole full conversation with all 50 people. But if somebody gives me a price that's good, then I'll pursue it and I'll talk to them and I'll try to make it, you know, I'll try to make the deal a little better for me and then try to buy a lot of that stuff and then use my network, right? I have a network of people that we all buy together. Everybody should have their own network, because when you have that buying power, listen, if you need to buy 6, 7, 8 loads a week, they answer their phone. If you've got to buy 1 load every 2 weeks, nobody's taking your phone call, because they don't want to deal with that. They want to deal with the people that they have to spend. My network has to spend $100,000 a week. All right, we got lots of bin stores, lots of vendors, lots of people that need the inventory. So, you know, build up your own network, guys. Go in your area, find 5 of your closest bin stores. They're not your competition. They're your friends. Buy together, try to figure out ways that you can up your volume. Have a point man. So I'm the point man for my network. And that point man orders everything for you. That way they're not dealing with 16 different people, man. They're dealing with one person. Be a point man, find the deals, negotiate better deals, right? Because a lot of people say, hey, if you buy 1 truckload, it's 6%. But if you buy 3 truckloads, it's 5.5%. You know, that $0.5% is gonna save you $1,000, $2,000 a load. I mean, that's $2,000 more in profit going in your pocket, right? Nobody else's pocket. You know, that makes a huge difference in your revenue and your income and, you know, everything that you can do. When things are good, sales are good, profit is good, your life is just easy, right? Your life is easy. You can overspend on labor and not care about it. You can overspend on inventory and not really care about it. When you're making good money, you know, that's what you need to do. Look at Jeremy. Look Look at Jeremy. I mean, I don't know what this guy says he's the healthiest guy around, and Jeremy is going to be at ASD. He just booked his flight today, so come on out to Vegas.
Yep.
Meet me and Jeremy in Vegas. Listen, we're the free advice guys, man. We'll tell you where to get loads. We'll help you out if we can. We'll find you loads. We'll do whatever we can, man. We'll do whatever we can. What is that?
Empanada.
An empanada. That looks good, man.
Beef empanada.
I don't know if that's healthy, though. What's this?
Coffee.
Coffee, I guess.
Iced coffee.
Got to have your coffee. So Vegas, we're going to be there August 2nd through 5th, guys. We're staying Westgate. We're staying at the Westgate Hotel. That's the hotel connected to the convention center. I believe there's a meetup on the 2nd, the night of the 2nd, at the Westgate, I think by Bilo, but I've heard rumors of that. I haven't seen any official on it. We're going to be there. We're probably going to look to party afterwards. Anybody wants to go get a beer, because we're always up to party. Well, I don't know about Jeremy, but I'm always up to party, but,
We love the party. As long as it's over by 10:30, I'm good.
10:30. I don't know. If I'm in bed before 3 a.m., I'm doing something wrong, so that's all I got to say.
Oh boy, blackjack.
Yeah, but then he's up at like 6 a.m. ready to go, going for like a 10-mile jog and shit like that. No,
Hit the gym.
no, I'm sleeping till 11, 12, getting up, getting ready to rock and roll again. So guys, we're gonna be in Vegas. Make sure you come find us. Come up and talk to us, guys. We wanna talk to everybody there. We're still looking for one person to change our lives, man. We're looking for that this week. This year at ASD, we're looking for that one person that can give us deals that we can buy 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 truckloads a week from, and we can make money. They're happy because they're selling a ton of truckloads. Guys, if you're that person, reach out to us. We're gonna be in Vegas, guys. Come up and see us. So here are some of the food pallets that I got. They're nice, full. These come out of Miami area. I like the guy, they normally sell these for like $6,000 a truckload. They offered them to me for $5,000 a truckload because they wanted to get them out of their warehouse, and they added 2 more pallets in there. So it gave me 26 pallets. The price, like I said, put it around $230 a pallet. I'm gonna try to flip them for $350 a pallet. That's 120 times 26, so that's what, 26, $3,100. No, you don't have to get your calculator out, Paul. Don't edit that. Yeah. So, I mean, you can see like this pallet with all the drinks came in here. This is an easy pallet to sell for $500. There's a lot of drinks on here. If each row has 3 times, has 12 cases, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's like 120 cases on here. And it's easy to sell drinks at $5 a case. That means it's a $600 pallet. And that leaves a lot of room for other people to make money on it. I did want to say that back here on this one, sometimes we get some of these pallets with a lot of dog food in it, man. And I'm telling you, you can get premium dollar out of dog food, cat food. That's the best thing I see in the food loads. When you palletize, there's so many like rescues out there that are looking for dog food and cat food. It's real easy to flip that money. I mean, they're going to the store and paying thousands of dollars for food. They come and see you and they pay $350 for a whole pallet. They're pretty happy with you. All right, so here is my food load, the rest of the 26 pallets of the food. I got CVS in the back, but what I'm really waiting for my mystery box load to show up, guys. My load that I'm throwing in my bin store this week. I tried a LPN load last week, and I didn't do well at all with it. I ended up putting twice as much inventory, twice as much cost, and it was processed, so I really didn't get the piece count out of it. But we are searching. I guess there's a rain. Remember, every afternoon in Florida during the summertime it rains. So the truck driver is going through some rain. I don't know if you can see if we got anything coming in. I mean, you got to deal with 90-degree heat and a lot of humidity. But I'm telling you, I love Florida, man. It's one of the best decisions I ever made is move down here to Florida because there's so much money, there's so many people, so many customers. I'll just sit here and wait. Hopefully that truck will come in soon so I can fill the bins, get the bin store ready, and be ready to rock and roll for tomorrow. Guys, the truck showed up late. Supposed to be here at 5 o'clock, didn't get here till 6:30, unloaded by 7. So we are in a crash course, rushing to load up the bin store. You can see how full our bins are, guys. Look at how beautiful these bins look. There's tons of good stuff in there. We leave everything in there. We leave just about it. Obviously, if I find something $200, $300, it's obvious, I'm gonna pull it out. But look how full. I fill up the bins all the way to the top, over the top. I make sure there's no room in the corners. I try to get as many pieces out there as I can, guys. So this bin store here has 23 bins. We're done with about 10 of them right now. We're about to rock and roll and take them down to the store, but they are full and there's a ton of good value in these bins. There's Legos, there's whey protein, there's shoes, there's everything, guys, everything, guys. Hey, I love bin stores, man, and now I'm making a lot of money at my bin stores. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Liquidation Motivation. Remember, put a comment down below because we're gonna draw free AirPods Pro 2. Next video, we're gonna draw somebody live on air, guys. Hey, thanks for watching Liquidation Motivation. Now go out there and make some money.